Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike Lowe. We are in an abbreviated start to Game 4 of the season. So, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, we're always playing realistic franchise mode. MLB The Show is probably the game I've had the biggest following with over the years. And this is a really fun game to jump into. I started this game earlier, knew I wouldn't be able to finish it, so that's why I didn't start streaming it right away. But really an interesting spot to kind of start off here. And so if we just kind of go and look at the box score at the top, so we got off to a 2-0 lead, and then it was 2-1, and then they scored again. So again, starting pitching, just having a hard time with the endurance, the stamina being like in the 70s, hard time getting through it. Ends up being 3-2 Marlins as they just rally with a team that's just really not all that good. You can kind of see what they're doing there. They have one, Xavier Edwards is kind of the only hitter we're really worried about. Derek Hill can hit lefties really well, but we've just been throwing righties. And then we just took the lead here in the top of the sixth, but we are now in the top of the seventh. And so just kind of showing you kind of just how the pitching has gone so far. They are on their third pitcher right now. And I'll talk about Seth Martinez, their third pitcher, here in just a second, because this is why I wanted to start the stream here. We have just earned our first walk, which I'll talk about. And our pitching, again, like it was pretty strong. Tyler McGill pitched well until suddenly he wasn't. But 3 walks, one of them was intentional, 1 strikeout. And then Clay Holmes has actually done a really nice job. So he's probably pitching his best game of the year after, everyone getting hit around in Houston. What's neat about this last at bat, so I just had a 16 pitch at bat with Brandon Nemo. I'm sorry, not Brandon Nemo, Jeff McNeil. And he ends up earning the walk. And we had a leadoff single with Francisco Alvarez. We pinch ran Acuna because he is our fastest player, but also because he'll be a defensive sub, I'm thinking, after Jeff McNeil. And so we'll get him in on defense. But Jeff McNeil just had an absolute epic at bat. 16 pitch at bat. He fouled off, I think, 6 pitches in a row at one point and ends up getting the walk. So we're first and third, nobody out. And with a 1-run lead, Jose Siri coming up, and then it's the top of the order. So Seth Martinez, the guy on the mound for them.
Saw it really well.
And so he's already at 17 pitches. We had a kind of a bloop single to start the inning. And so they have the infield in here. Let me see if I can. I can't pull it up for some reason. Let's see.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now.
There we go. Got to do it earlier. So their infield is in all the way around.
To see them come home first.
By the way, stolen base after that bloop single. So that's why we had a guy on third because there was a pass ball. So yeah, if you're wondering how that happened. So it was a bloop single, pinch run, stolen base, passed ball or wild pitch to the backstop, and he's on third, and then we just got the walk. Again, aggressive because look at their catcher. Big difference than when we played Houston, where their catcher had a really, really good arm. We didn't want to test it. And so really we're playing a little bit of small ball here, just trying to get some insurance runs because, gosh, our pitching has been letting us down. Infield in, so what are we looking to do? It's going to be hard for them to turn a double play because whoever gets that ball, even if they do it unassisted, it's got to run a long way to get to second base. And so this is why, honestly, their first play is probably going to be going home. But if not, if the runner stays at third, which he should with nobody out, unless it's like, hit anywhere. If it's fielded, you should. If the ball's hit, guy in third should freeze, and then he can go in if it gets by them. But he should be staying with nobody out, and then they'll probably just take the out at first. I'm curious to see how the game does it. It really depends. If you have some slow base runners, Jose Siri is not slow, so you're not going to turn 2 on this guy in this position. So I don't know. They might try to get the out at second, knowing that that's the only out they really need to get. They probably have time, especially if it's hit to the shortstop. You can clearly see he's got a pretty big advantage over where the guy in first is, but that gap will obviously close a little bit. So anyway, just little things to think about. But we want to put the ball in play, something that Jose Siri isn't necessarily great at, but he's been hitting so well. I'm okay leaving him in. I don't need to pinch hit here because I do feel confident we can get a sac fly. And so I'm just trying to hit something hard. I'm not trying for a sac fly. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to hit the ball hard, which is kind of what I do, or at least try to do, every at bat.
Siri at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
He's hitting .417 this year.
strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on
That should
first,
have been a
less
home
than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2
I will
strikes.
go contact swing
Some
here.
people say get the strikeout.
I don't think they'll double
you
us
just
off.
execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's downstairs and outside.
Gonna stay
Runners in the
contact swing.
corners, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Good foul.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Oh, I stayed contact swing.
And he
Just couldn't stay
struck
back.
him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes
that
with a
should've been
strikeout.
A 3-run home run twice that
After
at
an bat like that one.
top of the order.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker.
Same approach, even though the infield is back now, playing the double play.
In the air, right side. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Now he pumps the brakes.
Not even for a
and
95
returns
speed guy,
to
so.
third.
Right idea, Winker.
And now it's Juan
Makes it
Soto.
to Juan Soto.
1 for 3.
Good place to be.
And that one hit to first. And it's through for a hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an
Juan Soto,
RBI
second single of the game.
And they lead by 2.
Nothing fancy. It wasn't even a great swing, but
RBI machine, another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so
That
good
first
in these
baseman holding
situations.
the runner
Call it
on.
clutch if you want.
Kinda surprised they're doing that.
His resume speaks for itself.
Really
First
not a
and
steal
second,
situation there.
2 outs.
And you know,
Now to
that
hit
might have been the difference when we look at that
Francisco.
replay. So I do think they're holding me on. No, they weren't. Okay, I thought they were holding me on. Oh, you know what? We got to go back to the previous place. Yeah, I still think they were. So let's go 7th inning. Mets. Apply filter, and that's going to be this play. So, yeah, so they're holding him on. I don't really see, with 2 outs, your best hitter up. That's one of the best hitters in baseball. We're not stealing here. 2 outs. And so that's kind of the difference. Now he gets off the bag, and with, I guess to be fair, with a pull hitter, but with them being, I mean, they played this straight up. I guess that was the problem, because this second baseman should have been over in this gap. Maybe he gets to that with a shift. I'm surprised Juan Soto got that through the infield with how the defenses usually play him. So yeah, we're happy to take it though.
And that one fouled off. McNeil, the lead runner at second. Soto at first, 2 out of the inning. Ball 1.
Oh,
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
He's a little out
that's
front,
a
but did a
hanger.
good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm literally sitting on that, and I still just took
But
a
the
terrible.
RBI single
Way
pushes
behind swing
across
at
a
it.
run. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
All right, so a couple subs coming in here. So Acuna and McNeil. I'm assuming these guys can't play catcher. Do we want to move McNeil anywhere else, though? He's a pretty good fielder. Left or right field? Maybe left. Definitely not right. Got good durability. But I really want to have like the primary position. So yeah, I'm gonna just stick with this. McNeil is gonna come out. Sure you want to place? Yes, you do, because he's
now into the game. Luis Torrens. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 13.
Back to the top of the order now. And now Dane Myers.
top of the order, and Clay Holmes has been pitching well. Is that his name? Clay Holmes? I'm forgetting now. He's been pitching well. But yeah, Clay Holmes. And so 23 pitches. But it is time for our setup guys. But it's an interesting lineup because, again, righty makes sense here with the first guy. Surprisingly, a righty makes sense with the second guy. Their best hitter, their 3-hitter, really good clutch, really good vision. And so it's like, I would like to put a lefty there, but like maybe I let Clay Holmes go. But like I want to trust one of my setup guys here. We need to start. I don't know. I guess to be fair, I'm more worried about AJ Minter. And this is where I wish this game still had, like, they have the batting splits, like you see there on the right, but they don't have pitching splits. Because, like, although Griffin Conine hits lefties better as a lefty, that's fair. Good for him. What about AJ Minter? He's a lefty. I still trust him to get lefties out. That's his job. And so to me, I don't look at this as like, oh, you should go righty because there's the first two guys are a good matchup. Maybe. I look at it the other way here. AJ Minter is the better matchup for the second and third guy. And so what I could do is leave AJ Minter and have him pitch starting with Griffin Conine, which I think is what we'll do. So we'll go Holmes here, one more batter, and then we're going to make a switch.
Foul ball there.
So just kind of talking through the process. Part of like learning your new team too.
Producing a lot of quality swings. We've seen how many line drive base hits
Man,
they've been able to produce in this one.
Nice stream. I just missed my spot so badly.
Right field line, and that's going to roll a while. Throws to second. It's a double. Third hit of the night.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now, there comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
I wish this game had like ratings for like pitchers pitching out of the stretch. Like there's a lot of setup guys aren't comfortable coming in this position. Now there's a guy on base. They want a clean start of the inning, and I wish the game kind of simulated some of those things. Like for some players that would really matter a lot.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game.
He's pitched a third of an inning. He has an ERA of 27.
So we'll see what he's got here.
Wow.
And that one fouled off.
It's like as soon as I start streaming, I don't think there's a lag or anything, but I just start missing my spots so bad.
Base hit! Headed for the plate. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores.
Good grief.
We
have one outfield assist this game at home. Juan Soto with a really nice throw.
The opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ooh, I like that camera.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground left side, 6, 4, out. 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Don't backhand that ball, though. You got time. Get in front of it. Square it up.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul out of play. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's down to 1 at 5-4. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Well, I was proved wrong there. Griffin Conine comes through, but still.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the
We
mound.
survived another inning.
Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Well, 1-run game, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Could really go lefty again here. Guy throws pretty slow, at least with his primary pitch. Gotta watch out for that sinker, though.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Myers under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Anthony Bender up and throwing. Cronin getting cranked up as well. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, they've
Like
had a
his
great
Marlin
plan of
uniform.
attack for him tonight. I mean, finding
good.
all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
In the dirt, and it's 2-0. He swings and fouls one off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Not close with that one, and it's a full count. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead at 5-4.
Good movement on that pitch.
And we're back. Now the third baseman, Eric Wagaman.
Oh, he's only thrown 7 pitches. I'm going to stick with him for a little bit.
Minter back to work. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
The changeup missing. Ball
I got
1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now he steps off. And that one misses up and in. 2-1. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here is Graham Pauley. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Move to first. Norby back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That's in there. 0-2.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
One ball.
It's a pitch out. Nothing doing. And that's ball one. Now move to first. Back in there standing. Only one more disengagement left after that move. And a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And he grounds one to the right side. To second for one, and it's over his head. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
It's our second error today.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. A.J. Minter gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man.
So in this situation,
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Just look to get the double play here.
Digging in, Davison De Los Santos. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Double play ball to second. There's one, and a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
And up next for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. First pitch just misses. Just off the inside edge.
Ball three.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Derek Hill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Out to center, Siri in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But they're able to even. Now into the ball game on defense, Connor Norby. He's the new third baseman. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Andrew Nardi. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. Luis Angel Acuna digs in now.
I haven't even used Edwin Diaz once this season yet.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Comes up empty.
0-2.
To the right side, Pauly jumps, throws, nicely done for the out.
Don't need
Well,
to
there's a
jump
lot
through
riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
Pitching really well.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And
That's
ball
a ball.
1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Bottom of the ninth, leading off Derek Hill. Right through there for a strike. Up and in. Now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Myers, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
A little bit low. And the count's full.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
It's a tough decision right here. But we're going to go Danny Young.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Danny Young.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now here is Griffin Conant. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner. We're back in a new arm on the mound as we start extra. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Ball 1, no strikes. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. And that one lifted in the air center field. Hill under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Looks like a sacrifice, but technically an extra chance to
big
score more than one run.
And here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Known for his late inning heroics.
Infield in.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
1 ball. 2
Skips
strikes.
in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And it remains 2-2.
Well,
Just
he
barely
knows
fell
they don't
down.
want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
High in the air, out to
contact
right.
swing.
Sanchez
Gets the job done.
brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 6-5.
Jeez.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Close, but called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. And here in extra innings. Lindor swings through that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that chance handled. Throws to first. That's out number
It's
3.
covered by the pitcher, right?
So they scratch across. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. That one
Gonna
finds
stick
the
with
zone.
Danny Young here,
Strike
switching
one.
batters, even though obviously a close situation. But
Hit in the air, center field. Siri. One away.
Now that, right fielder, Jesus.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Ground ball to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. So the tying run at second. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes. Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. Smash to the left side. Toss to Alonso, and they're down to their last out. Connor Norby getting ready to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
this could be famous last words. We'll see. But Mets trying to get their first win.
Edwin Diaz on to
First
try and
game
close
of
it
the
out.
year.
A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Just 20 saves last year.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
1's the count.
This could end it. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2
1 ball, 2
fastball.
strikes,
Hitter
yeah.
has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Should be strike 3 here. He's all over that fastball, swinging really early. No,
Smoked on the ground
hung
a
in a little
second.
bit, but
On
Mets
to
get their
first,
first
ball game. And the Mets collect their first win of the season.
Well, this is a big
Jeez.
win on the road and going
Pitching
extras
is
into
tough on
10.
Legend.
So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything
gave up
down,
11
keeps
hits.
the
We had 2
adrenaline
errors
of
that
the
we
opposing
survived.
team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
"13 strikeouts, way too many. Just the 1 walk today." "2 errors. Both throwing errors. Striking out way too much. Oh, oops, the wrong one. So they threw 148 pitches. I want to see how many we fouled off. 40. It's about 25%, a little bit less. Or no, geez, that's about 30%. 16 in one at bat though, which was wild. They had 32 fouls and 150. So yeah, about 20%. That's perfect. I want to see, or that was ours. Sorry. Yeah. See if I can find that one. So there's that third at bat of McNeil. I think it was does it stop counting after 14? Because there's two 14s on there, but I think it was 16 pitch at bat. Pretty wild. All right, well, abbreviated today. Get our first win. I'll be back. We'll play the next series tomorrow, or the next game tomorrow.